The 5 most friendly zodiac signs. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading for you or a birth chart reading. Please contact me on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, or email me at lamar.townsend@gmail.com. I would also love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button, which is the bell next to the subscribe button, so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. Also, if you have any questions about my tarot readings, by the way, they're $1, or a question about my birth chart reading, check out the FAQ section or the personal ethics section on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com. Also, I would love it if you would follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend, and like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend Official. The links will be down below in the description box, okay? I appreciate you guys so much. With that being said, let's get into the 5 most friendly zodiac signs in my opinion. Let's see. Okay, now I think I've chosen a representative from each of the elements. We have a little bit of fire, we have a little bit of earth, we have a little bit of water, and we have a little bit of air. Okay, so let's see. Let's get into the tea, y'all. All right. We have Taurus, Leo, Libra, Sagittarius, and Pisces. So Taurus is ruled by Venus, and Venus is all about friendship, beauty, passion, harmony. Venus is what we value in life. Venus is what we value in relationships. Venus is, how we approach love. So Tauruses are all about that kind of energy. They're all about good vibes for the most part. I mean, one of my best friends or good friends is a Taurus, and maybe it's because I'm a Capricorn and Earth signs just get along with one another, but I'm also a Libra moon, so I think it's maybe that Venus energy, that just maybe connects with each other, and it's not all about like love, relationships, and stuff like that. Venus is just about making things more harmonious, balancing things out, beautifying things. And that's why Tauruses are friendly. They know Tauruses know that first impressions count. So when you first meet a Taurus, like they're going to, come off as very friendly, very well put together for the most part. They're going to come off as intellectual, because that's what, Venus is all about too. But the more you get to know a Taurus, the more you'll find that they're super duper generous, they're super duper kind and loving, and they just want the best for you. Even though they can be stubborn in that way sometimes, but it's all love. And you know, um, even when a Taurus is being, stubborn and a little bit mean and feisty, they're still you can't get mad at them. You're like, oh, give me a hug, Taurus. Like, let's put the hate aside or whatever, and let's just hug it out. So that's why I love Taurus. So Leo is next on this list, and Leo is ruled by the sun. And the sun rules our connection to our higher self. It rules our life purpose. The sun shines light on things. The sun allows the flowers, the beautiful flowers that brighten our day, and make us feel a little bit better about life, and make us smell good too. Like all of those great benefits, the sun is a big part of that process. So Leo, of course, is a big part of the process of helping people grow, like in their path of life, in their journey of life. Um, because in that way Leos can shine light on other people, but Leos also get that same light back. They get that same light fed to them, and they get compliments back to them. Oh, thank you, you look so good in your outfit too. Like Leos love that. And Leos just love that energy of give and take, of just making people feel good about themselves, making people know that they're loved. Leos are the people who, you've got a friend in me. That is a Leo. Leos are a friend to a friend in need. Leos are a friend indeed. Like Leos are just very friendly people. Very open-hearted, very warm people too. So, for the most part. No, I'm just kidding. They're very open and warm-hearted people. Libra is, as I said, I'm a Libra moon. Libra's ruled by Venus. And Venus rules our passion, it rules our love, it rules harmony, it rules peace. And if there's any other zodiac that I can attribute the word peace to or peaceful to, it is the Libra. Libras love peace. Libras love to be peaceful. They love harmony. I cannot stand a conflict in the environment. I cannot stand disharmony. Oh my gosh, like I hate it. So Libras, are in that way very friendly people. You know, Libras. It's interesting because Libras can be in their own world, but then, you know, Libra will also invite you into their world. You know, it's like, you know, Libras are very easy to talk to. They're very, you know, easy to connect with, you know, no matter what your race, your age, or this or that. Like, you know, Libra is just someone who's easy to connect with on some level, you know, like it's like some way in some way Libra is able to understand you, you know. And that way, you know, there's like a connection, but you know, there's the connection forge, you know, that's what Venus is all about, making connections and maintaining those connections and deepening and strengthening those connections. So we have Sagittarius next. Now, I love Sagittarius because Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, and you know, Jupiter is a very, very friendly planet. You know, Jupiter is a planet that likes to expand. Jupiter is a planet that is also super duper optimistic. So Sagittarius are very, very optimistic people. And you know, they typically have a very optimistic outlook on life, no matter what their moon, their Mars, because you know, sometimes like a Sagittarius Scorpio combination can like be optimistic but also have like a very dark humor, like dark, maybe a little bit pessimistic, or like a Sag Capricorn, like you know, they can have that little like kind of like moments of, you know, maybe pessimism, but at the same time that like Sagittarius optimism still shines through. And you know, that's one reason why I absolutely love Sagittarius is they're super duper optimistic. You know, sometimes they don't have a filter, all right? Sometimes they tell it like it is, and they tell it like it is a little too harshly, you know, a little too bluntly. You know, they cut a little too deep, but they I mean it all in love. They typically don't mean to hurt your feelings, and if they do, if they realize they hurt your feelings, they feel so bad about it, and they try to reassure you that they didn't mean it that way. You know, that you know they just don't have a filter, you know, and but that's why we love Sagittarius is because they tell it like it is and they keep us in check. And the wonderful thing about Sag is that we can also keep them in check when we need to, right? So, um, in that way, you know, Sagittarius is someone who is so go with the flow, you know, so, you know, not easily hurt, can be easily hurt, like don't get it twisted. They can be sensitive, but they, you know, don't let it get them down, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like optimism always shines through. It's like, oh well, you know, I'll keep going and I'll find something new, you know. So that's what a Sag is all about. And last but not least, we have Pisces. So Pisces is ruled by Neptune, but Pisces is also ruled by Jupiter. So here we have the optimism that, you know, Sag has. You know, Pisces has the same thing, but they have also Neptune. So Neptune is ruled, I mean, it rules spirituality, it rules magic and mysticism. And, you know, in that way, you know, because Pisces are very spiritual people, they can be very emotional people, you know, emotionally deep people, so they're easily able to connect with people on a very deep emotional level typically. You know, they can be very friendly. Pisces are known for being one of the most friendly, you know, easiest to get along with zodiac signs in the zodiac, actually. They're super duper gentle, you know, they don't like to hurt people's feelings, you know, because they don't like their feelings getting hurt. But don't get it twisted. They will, you know, get hurt your feelings if they need to, you know. But it's all in love, like Sag. You know, it's that Jupiter energy. You know, Jupiter just wants to expand. It wants you to expand. It wants them to expand. It just wants expansion all around. You know, and sometimes people aren't ready to expand. You know, and that's sometimes where people, you know, other people can sometimes get their feelings hurt with that Jupiter energy. But as I was saying, it's all in love. You know, it's really, you know, not meant to hurt your feelings typically. And Pisces will reassure you of that for the most part. All right, so I have some honorable mentions. Okay, I'm going to mention Gemini here. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. You know, Mercury is a very curious, friendly planet. But, you know, Mercury is kind of like Jupiter in that sometimes, you know, Mercury is very quick. It, you know, likes to expand knowledge, but it's also, you know, kind of a planet that doesn't look back. You know, it doesn't apologize sometimes for what it does. You know, for being the way it is. You know, 'cause sometimes the way it is just very can be very, and you know, I have strong Mercury in my chart. I'm a Virgo rising. I also have strong Virgo in my chart. I think Virgo is like a one of the most prominent planets in my chart, but I don't know. But Mercury, can be, Mercury can be, a planet that is just unapologetic, and not always in touch with its feelings, and not always in touch with the feelings of other people. At least Jupiter takes in the feelings of other people. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that Mercury is a bad planet in that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just that sometimes it takes a while for Mercury to come back around and be like, oh, I hurt your feelings. I'm so sorry. Like, why didn't you tell me sooner? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that kind of energy. So I'm also going to mention Virgo, because Virgo's also ruled by Mercury, and I think Mercury is actually a friendly planet. But it's just a planet that sometimes people can't keep up with, people can't understand, and sometimes that can actually frustrate Mercury. It's like, why can't you understand me? You know what I'm saying? So, but Virgos are an earth sign, so they are much more, maybe a little bit down to earth than Gemini. Not to say Geminis are like, not down to earth, but Virgos tend to be more practical, more resourceful, in their Mercury energy for the most part. And I'm also going to mention Cancer, which is ruled by the moon. Now, the reason why I didn't put Cancer on this list is because Cancers can be super duper moody. We know that the moon can be very unpredictable, and be, emotional security is the main uh, the main feat, I guess, for the moon, and if it doesn't have, if the moon doesn't have that emotional security, then it's going to be very moody, very unpredictable. So, not always the friendliest, but definitely can be super duper friendly. So can Aries, so can Capricorn, and so can, any other sign I haven't mentioned. I think those are all the signs, right? We did Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. We did Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. We mentioned Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Wait, did we mention Scorpio? Scorpio can be super duper friendly, but they like to do their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't always like to be bothered. They don't always like to have to feel to be like they have to be friendly. So that's why I didn't put them on this list. Same thing with Aries. So they're not really. Mars isn't the best at being fake. If Mars doesn't like you, Mars isn't gonna fake it. Mars is just gonna push you aside and say, move out my way, right? So, alright guys, I hope this video gave you some clarity and insight, and then Capricorn, and Aquarius, that Saturn energy, that Uranus energy, not so keen or focused on really being friendly, not really, doesn't really care about that, what I'm saying, really cares about getting the job done. So that's why I didn't put them in this list. So, but that's not to say that Capricorn and Aquarius aren't friendly. Capricorn and Aquarius are actually people. They're, Capricorn is the people person. Aquarius can be a people person, but they like to do their own thing. Saturn likes to do its own thing. Saturn likes to recharge and recoup, and you know what I'm saying? So, Saturn likes to protect its energy. So, but, Saturn also likes to be out and about and amongst the people too, but it also likes to be restricted, and control at the same time. So, anyways, you guys, I hope this video gave you some clarity and insight. I hope you guys contact me for your own personal birth chart reading or tarot reading at lamartownsendtarot.com, or just check out my website, my blog section or whatever. Anyways, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the, subscribe button, hit the bell next to the subscribe button, and follow me on Instagram at Lamar Townsend, like me on Facebook, facebook.com/Lamar Townsend official. I love you guys. Peace out and namaste until the next video.